Well, here you find me in another wood. This is a bit of an explore. I'm on a mission. I'm going to find, or going to try and get to, an old burial mound. I've been to it before in the winter when there was snow on the ground, so we'll see how well we'll get on today, won't we? In the meantime, feast your eyes on that green. And I don't mean money. Looks quarried to me. That's got the look of quarry. But stone has to come from somewhere. If you're going to build a house out of stone. Wow. I had no idea it was going to be. Yeah, it's definitely a mine. Oh, look at that up there. Looks like a doorway there, doesn't it? A portal and a doorway. But that's, yeah. That's definitely a mine. Look at that. I mean, some of it is so smooth. Look, the way they've cut that. Really smooth. Wow. Wow. Oh, and more. Oh. Do you know what? I had no idea this was going to be like this. Seems recently I've been spending a lot of time around mines. Wow. Sorry for my wowing. Oh, look at that. Look at that tree growing out there. That sycamore. There you go. Someone has fires. Funny, isn't it? Of all the nice places you could go. Ah. Wow. Okay, well, I'm going in, even if it's just to face my own fears. Something's made a nest in there by the looks of it. Wow. And mines aren't my favourite places. Too much evidence of man going and taking. Funny. When you're not frightened of death, you can do things. I did have a friend who died in a pothole, as do a few people who watch this channel. He was 18, we were 18. A lovely beach, look at this, isn't that nice? Wow. Enjoy my trip? Yep, I did. Sorry, I'm starting to clank about. It's going to annoy me, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to stop here and make some adjustments. Hopefully that's sorted that out. Till I start bouncing down a hill or something. Wow, look at that down there. The branch curling down. That's going to root at some point and try and hold it up, by the looks of it. Ooh, is that woodpecker? Or is that just farm noise? It's one of the things with being on a slope. This is interesting. Ah. It's a machine. Oh well. What's this? Is this a hornbeam? This is a hornbeam. Multi-stemmed hornbeam. Yeah. And there was me worried about my clanking. One thing that I will mention is that this year, where I am and where I've been filming, there are hardly any mushrooms, ground mushrooms. There are tree killing mushrooms. They're coming out of the trees, you know, all the bracket fungus. Mostly on dead trees, actually, if I'm honest, rather as opposed to dying. Oh, look at that. I think that's a wych elm. Could be a beech. Can't quite see, I don't really want to go up there. But that's so Middle Earth, isn't it? I don't know, I can't quite see. I think it might be a beech. But all that growth at the bottom reminded me of wych elms, because it gets that raggetiness to it. Another one poking out there. Oh, look, a vista. And what do we get? Yeah, some power lines through it. But if you can see, see in the distance there, between the power lines, I think, maybe, on the horizon, that's just inside Wales, that is. You can see that. The river, the Bristol Channel. Sabrina coming through. Yeah, nice gap through here, ruined by power lines. Oh well. I've just been pleased because I heard some ladies' voices, so I stopped filming and I jumped up off the path and hid in a tree, and one of them said, "Oh my," as they actually finally spotted me. They were like, "Oh, I saw you," and then I thought, "Where did you go?" There you go, hiding in the forest. I did have to tell them it wasn't an ambush and that I was just being polite, but it felt very Robin Hood, actually. Whether that, irrespective of the existence, the actual feeling behind some of the things. Everyone likes that, don't they? Steal from the rich, give to the poor. Everyone loves it. Yes, we do. Which could quite easily bring me on to one of my pet hates. But I'll spare you that. Maybe on the way back it'll be a separate video. This is nice. It's very difficult on a slope with the wood. Some things are hard to get an angle on. Because you have to get them at a certain angle for it to get the shot, you know. I know that sounds like I'm a professional, but I'm not. It's like, you know, sometimes you can look at it from the other side and go, oh, it doesn't look as good. Hail beaches, nice and stunted, kind of. There's a lot of lower growth, I noticed, and I think that's probably due to the sea air. Look at them up there. Some more over there, all the way up the slope. So they're kind of thick based, actually. Now, I know at some point I want to go upwards, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. That little baby elephant. Can you see it? Bottom of the one in the centre. Ooh. Wow. That's holy. Do you ever wonder if that is where it comes from? Holy, holes, womb, man, holy, holy. There's a certain darkness in all there. I'm hoping at some point I can go upwards, because the actual official track doesn't go where I want it to. Which is actually quite annoying. Oh, maybe it does. No, that's going right. I need to go up. Well, we'll go that way anyway. Huh. Oh, okay. Looks like a map consulting time now. When there's a mossy log at a nice angle, it's time for lunch. They're known as dead man's fingers because they're going black. In case you're wondering what I've eaten, I made myself some roast potatoes last night, and I forced myself to not eat them. But very often what I do is I make a double load of roast potatoes and then have them, and then save the rest. Because what I do is I cook one load, and then while I eat, I then put the other load in the oven, and they cook while I eat. It's perfect. It's almost like, well, 20 minutes you turn the oven off and they just cook in their own juice, as it were. Okay, now I've got a feeling I'm not going to get where I wanted to get to without scrabbling up through the wood. And if that was my only mission today, I might do it. Anyway, thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. Apologies for all the mechanical noise. And if I wittered on when you wanted to look at something without any noise of wittering. And I'll see you next time. Ta-ra. Wow. There is a really strong musty smell here. It's really strong. I can't quite work out how it's coming from the ground, if that's just what this ground smells like. Don't know. It's nice. I really like it. But yeah, I didn't know if it was anything to do with deer. Do they have a certain smell at this time of year? Because I know it's rutting season, isn't it? Interestingly. Well, I've decided to turn around because the road is getting nearer. I've decided to turn around and come up this way. Yeah, it was only down in that dip where the smell was, so I do wonder, because I was looking at all the trees around, and I have to say I didn't spot anything that's not what I don't know, yeah, to give off that kind of smell. And there are a lot of deer tracks coming down through the wood, I notice, and they're not mountain bikers. There was a little incident, I think, a few minutes ago when a mountain biker came through, but I think they can. Can you write? I'm sure. I've just, a week ago exactly, I did a video about it, about footpaths and rights of way in this country. Beach with the holly growing. It's amazing how going in a different direction makes everything look different. It's a bit like going upside down, isn't it? Or looking in a mirror. I suppose looking in the mirror is the most obvious. There's where I tried to get to. So I drove this way just as the older people got there. As you can see. And my battery's running out, so there we go.